On August 28, 1963, over 250,000 African Americans marched on Washington, D.C. to claim and demand their civil rights. Adolf Hitler and the Nazis killed an estimated 18 million Jews, captured soldiers, and other ethnic groups they termed undesirable. Obviously, most groups do not fall into one of these extremes of good and evil, but almost all groups have dynamics that are consistent. Psychologists have been studying groups for a very long time, and many theories have been put forth on how groups operate, both functionally and dysfunctionally. Today we're going to be looking at 4 different aspects of group behavior. Number 1, norms. Number 2, group cohesion. Number 3, social loafing. And number 4, loss of individuality. Norms are the rules of the group. They can be implicit and explicit, but they basically govern behavior, the expectations of what the group desires, both positively and negatively. Essentially, norms are prescriptions of how people should act in particular situations. The basic concept behind norms is simple. Groups are ways to enforce behavior. Group members desire acceptance by the group, and because of this desire, they are susceptible to conforming to these norms that are established. We see these norms all the time. For instance, the controversy going on right now about standing or kneeling during the national anthem. The historical group norm was you stand during the national anthem. Obviously today that norm is being challenged in order to bring attention to a particular issue. There are many types of norms. Some common ones include dress norms, performance norms, resource allocation norms, group disturbance norms. Group cohesion is a social process that characterizes groups whose members interact with each other and refers to forces that push group members closer together. So a lot of work is performed in groups, so the ability to cohese or to be closer is an important factor in group success. There are 2 basic dimensions to cohesion. One is emotional, and the second is task-related. The emotional aspect of cohesion is derived from the connection that members feel to each other. How often do you meet? How do you act when you meet? Task cohesion refers to the degree to which group members share group goals and work together to meet these goals. Do you work together as a team? Do you like working as a team? Social loafing refers to a decline in motivation and effort found when people combine their efforts to form a group product. People tend to generate less output when working on a task collectively when contributions are combined than when working individually. This means that people are less productive when working as part of a group than when working individually. This is the social process by which people start to lose self-awareness as they move in group. This loss of individuality often results in very serious dysfunctions for the group. For example, rioting could be an example of loss of individuality. In a company, you could see bullying as a form of loss of individuality. Likewise, being in a group of friends and engaging in sexual harassment through hostile comments or jokes could be a form of loss of individuality.